his like
Greetings and
Secretary of
welcome
State
to
or
Old
something like
Junkie
that.
Discography. Well, friends,
It
fans, come to talk about
no,
degree
man,
BS
shut
and
the fuck up.
occasionally
Hold on.
argue.
No, I want to hear what
Everybody
Ed said.
kept saying it was the Alabamification of the United States,
Oh,
and
yeah.
because we had a lot of people from Alabama join Trump, and I was just like Alabamification, what? And then it reminded me of this album. But anyways,
I'll take
I'm
California
Listen,
over
I don't have
Alabama
I'm
any
sex with my
day.
cousin, but here we go with this ranking of this discography.
I'm
of Red
I'm your
Hot Chili
host,
Peppers.
Jason. With me is Bill,
Oh,
very
fuck.
impatient Bill. Ed, Hannah,
Hey.
Tim, where you at?
In Alabama, you got to swing the hammer. Price you got to pay when you break the panorama.
And we're talking Red Hot Chili Peppers. All you punk bitches
Very
that
nice,
backed
Tim,
out
very
on
nice.
us. You see this good time you're missing? Good times. Make me feel good. We're talking
layoffs.
We're talking Californication. Look at this motherfucking
that's an
track
older
list,
one.
y'all. All right, who
Yeah,
wants to talk about
oh.
Californication first? Y'all want me to go
I'll
first?
start. I'll start.
Go for it.
I'll
Go
first.
for it.
I'll go first.
Bring it on home.
All right, so now for Shante. Oh, there's also a really bad interview for Shante right before this album comes out, where you could actually see all the bad stuff that heroin did to him physically. Don't
Oh,
do
yeah,
drugs, kids.
He looked
It's
rough.
yeah. If you want to pursue somebody not to do stuff like that, you should definitely show him that video because he looked really, really bad. But anyways, he comes back and I believe he quit cold turkey. That's the story. Anyways, I don't know if he did or not, but he said he realized he needed to quit, and he comes back and joins the band and come up with this banger. Now, he had issues with his arms from all the years of shooting up dope. He had to get grafts on his arms. That's why he has all the scars. There's the songs with scar tissue and all of that. It was a bad time for him, and after that, and it affected his guitar playing. That is why in this album, all those solos sound very simple, is because they are compared to previous solos that he did. He had to basically relearn how to play a lot of things because of the issues with his arms and his hands from shooting up dope. But came out with this masterpiece. Now, this album, for me, is definitely one of their best, if not the best. I enjoy the pop sensitivities of this album. I think I know it's pop. I don't care. Okay, I said the forbidden word. It's pop. It's all right. It's fantastic the way that they meshed pop, rock, funk, ballads. I mean, the way that they did this, you could tell by now after doing all these albums, they've gone through a lot. They've gotten over a lot. But they were aiming still high to get to the top of the mountain, and this album brought them back. I think after a long period, along with having one of the best, the one and only best openers of all this whole discography, in my opinion. Around the World, such a good tune. It's a banger. Like you hear that beginning, you know that song's about to kick. And also, I would like to take this time to defend Anthony Kiedis. What does he do? The scatting that he does. Okay, now a lot of people make fun of him.
Slap for that.
A lot of people make fun of him because I like it. I think it's good because as a songwriter, and I'm sure you guys, either you are one or you know one. A lot of times when you write a song to find a melody, that's what you have to do. Like you have to scatter around to find the melody and find the tune, right? Within the riff. That's normal, right? And a lot of times people leave that in songs because it's just something that is attached and that is how they do it. And, you know, you have like Jack Johnson, you know, one of my other favorite musicians. He has that song. He goes, la da 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 da. He says, I never meant to write a song that said la da 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 da, but I just left it there because it felt like right. It felt like it fit. You have Kurt with Lithium. Yeah.
Oh, I love
those.
scat.
That's not scatting, but it's the same idea, right?
Yeah.
Is the melody, right? So when Anthony does it, it's not anything new. and it's not anything that he invented or anything. It's just he does it for that purpose, and I like it. I think it sounds silly. I get it, the dong 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 songs that he does, but
Right.
I enjoy
I'm
it.
a big lover of jazz in general,
Yeah,
and I love
exactly.
scat. So when there's like songs that are just like that, I'm vibe. I vibe.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm like, yeah.
and it makes the song original too. Like it just makes it sound like something that you don't really hear. Because not many people do it. But Around the World, great opener. I mean, this is a not to me. This is a non-skip album. All of these songs to me are top tier songs. I think it was one of those albums that are rare, like Sublime's self-titled album that I can't skip a song because I know what's coming and I know I'm gonna like it. My favorites though, Around the World, Scar Tissue. I think it's phenomenal. The guitar riff on that. The Other Side, the choruses are so hooky. That's the thing with this album. Like you could just sing it in your head over and over again, and it's just how easily Porcelain. I like Dirt. I mean that song. It's like funk, and it's amazing. I love it. Savior, Purple, Stain, a good one. Right on Time. Road Trippin', great closer. Fantastic album. Okay, that's all I have to say.
I'm gonna follow that up.
You are okay. Fine, Jason. I'll let
Yeah, I'm gonna follow that one up.
you. Okay.
I
Go on.
remember 1999. I was hyped for this record when it came out. I bought it day one because Frusciante's back, Navarro's out. Fuck yeah, let's go. I bought Californication. That same year, I went to Woodstock '99. And we lived in Alabama. Woodstock's in New York. That's a 22-hour drive. We listened to 2 fucking albums on the way of that 22-hour drive. One being Californication, the other being Enema of the State by Blink-182. So, Around the World, second best opening in the discography. Album comes in hard. I'd say second best because the verse vocal melody is just the verse vocal melody from Power of Equality. It was nice hearing John and Flea together again back in 99. And you got those deep lyrics. Ed's already mentioned them. Ding dang dong dong dang dang dong dong ding dang. Parallel Universe. My favorite album. My favorite album track is Parallel Universe. It's a good song musically. The guitar riff just kind of flows on the verses. Scar Tissue. It's the Under the Bridge of Californication. Way overplayed. Waffle House Jukebox had this one. Only the cool kids played Gong Li. But Scar Tissue's still okay. Other Side, I like it. Get on Top is fun. The first 7 songs on Californication are all good shit. I love the "You're ill, but I'm illa" line. Californication title track is good. Not gonna hate. Easily, probably is my second favorite. The lyrics aren't completely dumb, and it has some energy. And when that chorus comes in, it's really fucking pretty. Porcelain sounds like some boring Billy Corgan shit. This is when the album starts to lose me. Intimate, boring, and repetitive. I like Dirt though. It's nothing new. It's fun. It's dumb, like the Chili Peppers should be. This Velvet Glove. It's another mid-tempo pop rock song in the vein of Scar Tissue. Yay. Savior. Got some Hendrix vibes on it. It's just slower, not as interesting, boring, and repetitive. Purple Stain, it's fine. I like the lead in to Right on Time, which is another top song on the album. And the only real saving grace for the back half of the album. Road Trippin', slow and boring, but I guess it's a good lead in to what's coming after. And B-sides, Gong Li. Joe and I used to play this song all the time at Waffle House. Shout out Joe. Top song contender. Should have been on the album. One of my favorite John riffs. Instrumental 1 would have made a good interlude between Get On Top and Californication. Tetro Jam, definitely a B-side, but not a bad one. How Strong kind of has a blues rock funk thing going on. Should have been on the album. Slowly Deeply Fat Dance is dumb. Overfunk is fine. Should have been the opening track on the B-side. Coyote Tixelixer, better than the back half. Should have been on the album. Instrumental 2 is fine. Bunker Hill, better than Emmett. I like the bass and drum only sections. Should have been on the album.
Hey, a lot of these are not. You can't stream on the streaming network. They only have Fat Chance, Overfunk, and the Q song.
Yeah, but I
Quixote Elixir. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
those are the
remember-
only 3 from here.
yeah, this is my version of what Californication should have been.
Oh shit! Scrolling down.
I think that would have helped in its rankings.
Dude, the album went like #1 everywhere in the world. I mean, I think it did okay.
That doesn't
But-
matter to
Oh,
me.
you're
That,
talking about
that's
all
Because it goes
rankings.
Talking
number
about-
one
yeah.
just to make it good.
yeah. This is my personal rankings.
Hashtag
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Nickelback.
But what? Well, y'all keep talking about Nickelback. You guys are obsessed with Nickelback.
It's not so much obsessed. It's the fact Nickelback was a #1 in the world with a lot of their albums.
Okay, you know what? If you have to listen to all of Nickelback back to back to back, I think it's gonna leave an impression in your memory. Okay, not a good one, but it's gonna leave one.
So,
Yeah.
There's a little PTSD involved here, Ed.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
not deal with it.
Or
Yeah.
you're going to completely remodel your house and have it be completely
PTSD.
new when you finish it.
I like
Hashtag Home
Californication.
Depot.
They just reissued it, repressing it, pre-order. It's a red and blue vinyl. I got it pre-ordered. I mean, it's a record that I'd buy on vinyl or have bought.
it's a
on
no
vinyl.
skip for me, man. It's a fantastic
Oh, it's a big
album.
skip. Lots of skips on here for me. I think it dies on the second half for the most part.
No,
dies.
man.
Anyway,
You know what?
Bill,
I'm
go
gonna
on.
follow that up. Yeah,
Go ahead.
You know, I'll
Yeah,
follow
you go
that up.
next.
Absolutely. All right. Starting with Around the World. Okay. This isn't the best vocalist song. It's not a good intro. There's only one Around the World for me.
Whoa. Not a good intro.
Yeah, dude, that's a
Are you-
badass intro, man.
Man,
Okay.
you're another planet, brother. You're in another planet, my friend.
Are you
Sorry, go
talking
ahead.
Daft Punk is the only around the world?
It's a better one than this.
That was
Oh,
my
God,
thought, exactly,
Jesus
but-
Christ.
It's a better one than this.
Oh,
I'll take
I
a
love
slap
Daft
if you
Punk,
want to give it
but
to me,
I-
Tim. I'll take the slap if you want to give it to me.
Tim,
But
Tim?
I'm gonna say that's a better Around the World than this.
that's a whale tail right there, man. That's a whale tail.
Wait till not. I ain't licking no salt off of this. That's a true fact, and everyone here knows
If
it.
you guys
So you
start
don't
like
wanna
having
admit
the
it.
actual whale tail like in the show and like to slap people with,
No,
Oh,
No,
it's
oh
coming.
my
It's
God.
coming. It's coming.
Okay. Out of everyone here, I'm probably the only one that could actually pull that off. Just saying.
only
It'll be
I only
cartoony. Trust me. It'll be
Come on.
edited for YouTube.
Woo.
I only take dookie slaps to start off with.
No.
Anyways,
Well, the whale
continue,
tail is
sir.
right around the corner.
Yeah, when we get to Green Day, again, you'll be there and you'll get your dookie slaps. Trust me.
All right, continue.
Anyways, that's
Okay,
my
okay.
opinion.
Move
You know
on.
what? I'm entitled to it. I don't care if I get slapped. Tim's in charge of that. I believe
I'm
in
going
you.
to let that one slide.
Thank
It's
you,
a little
Tim.
iffy, but I'm going to let it slide.
Parallel universe.
Watch
Can't
what you
read-
say.
can't read my
Watch
words.
what you say.
I love the pace changes in this one
Okay.
actually.
That's fair.
It's okay. It's got me feeling some emotions in it. I liked it. Scar tissue. It's a nice segue. I actually really like it a lot. Potential top song contender. Emphasis on potential. It's a phenomenal segue between everything. Other side, going into this discography, I'll be frank. I thought this
Frank.
one was. What's up, Tim? I thought that this was going to be my #1 song, no contest. I will say that. After listening to this, I don't know if it's my #1 song anymore.
Wait, which one was it?
Other side.
Other stuff.
Oh,
The one
Oh,
that
yeah.
I'm talking about. Goddamn, I love this song.
I mean,
I love everything about it. It's one of my favorite songs across all artists, all time, in the 90s especially.
Oh, okay. Keep that in mind for top songs.
Emphasis, though, I thought was my #1, and it got superseded by a different song, actually.
Okay. Get on top.
I might keep it number one just to fuck someone over because that's me.
Fair.
Remember, like and subscribe because you know because YouTube algorithm hates us. Anyways, get on top. Not a great song. It's not good. Californication. For me, it's my least favorite single compared to all their other singles. Like, I get why it's
Jason, who are you hanging
why
out with
everyone
these days,
plays-
man? Like seriously, like you need to watch the company you keep, homie, because this dude is like off his rocker. Anyways, continue.
Me? Me? With Californication? Nah.
Hey.
Other Side is definitely a better single than Californication on this record.
That I agree with you on that. Yeah, but
So comparatively to the other singles, what is it? Not as good. Thank you. Going next.
Doesn't mean it's bad though.
That's not what I said. I said it was one of the worst singles. Anyway, easily. It's meh. It's New Age Peppers bullshit. What I wrote.
hell of a
Porcelain.
chorus though.
It's slow. It's a pretty song. It's set up to be slower, but it just kind of happens, kind of flows.
Yeah, it's some Billy Corgan shit.
Emmett Remus. It's again back to 5th grade rhyming. Okay. How are we going back here? We lost Tim. That's unfortunate. Godspeed, Tim. That means I'm without slaps for the next little bit here. So I will go to I Like Dirt. He likes dirt. That is very obvious in this song. He likes it. But what happened besides that? He liked dirt. And that was about it.
I think you miss the innuendos in a lot of these
Yeah,
songs.
I think so too. But that's okay.
That's something
all
I
right.
mentioned in the last couple episodes. Go back and
It's
watch
okay.
it.
It's okay.
Explain
it's
it to
a
me.
testament to your age.
All right, I like dirt. As I said, he likes dirt. All right. Violet Glove. Similar to Blood Sex Sugar Magic, but it's not as good as the last album. Savior. There's only one Savior for me. Yes, it comes out later than this, but that's okay. It's not coming out in 1999.
I'll give you that one. That is the better savior.
Purple Stain. It's kind of funky. I like it. It's funky, but it's just more of what they've been doing at this point. Nothing new, nothing exciting. Rinse, repeat, send it out again. Right on Time. Reverting back to the first album, potentially? Maybe second album, but probably the first album.
This one always remind me of Run DMC's like, it's tricky to rock around to rock around. I'm just saying, like, it's
Okay,
the same idea.
That's only
though.
because
I'm
they
not
say
gonna
right on
lie.
time. That's about it.
Most of Chili Peppers reminds me of Run DMC in some capacity.
Oh yeah,
In some
definitely.
capacity, yeah, but like
Yeah.
it's not
They
tricky for
Literally
right on
inspired them to make music, and it's so obvious.
time. And we got Tim back for us to like say like, hey, they just ripped off Run DMC, but he knows about that. Anyways, Road Trippin' has some acoustic parts, which I actually I can appreciate a good acoustic. Because actually, one I said was Kansas's Dust in the Wind. I felt like was reminiscent of it at certain point.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
That being said, for what was officially the closing track of the original Californication, lackluster. I mean, Kansas, Dust in the Wind, phenomenal song, great song to be,
I
Is
mean,
it
I'm
though?
sorry, bro, but I'm
Is it
not
though?
gonna like throw away a song that talks about snacks and stuff. Like, if you write something about getting snacks for a road trip, I'm gonna love your song. Like, it's just,
22 fucking hours.
Same about like getting laid, right? Like you don't throw away that song.
22 fucking hours of this fucking album. We was road tripping all right.
Oh, you tripping? TMBS?
We was road
Yeah,
tripping, trust me.
TMBS.
It was Woodstock, man. It was Woodstock.
All right.
Go for it, Hannah.
All right. Okay. So this album, I thought as a whole, focused a lot more on melody. In the past, they focused more on the beat because it was like funk and it was all about the beat and the bass line. And you can tell where John's trying to lead it in a more melodic direction, right? There's a little more guitar, there's a little more focus on melody. And I think that's apparent in all of that. Also, John is the best guitarist for them. Not gonna lie. This album felt like a redemption arc to me. It's like they hit rock bottom, and then they somehow like made it to the other side. Like they survived. You know, hope at the end of the light at the end of the tunnel. Hope. It feels like we made it through the worst shit, and things are gonna be okay. You know, it's a good album. I can see why it's a bestseller. It was more mature. It was more respectful. It's like they fell on their faces and picked themselves up. And this album feels sincere and full of regret for the past, but with hope for the better future. They finally were able to, those metaphors that they were making before that they just kind of like couldn't quite grab, it's like they finally got them in this album. They finally like were able to like catch what they were trying to catch this whole time. Also, California. This is California. This album, from the album art to like the songs, it is California, and like it's saturated. And I guess it's Californication. That's the point, but it really is. Okay, so we'll start at the top. Around the World. I thought this was a great opening. It's back to their original energy. Like in the first few albums, it's all just like, yeah, energy. And I feel like this brought that energy back. After being slow songs and like toned down a lot, it bounced back to that original, yeah, let's do it. And I love the bass, of course. As a bass player myself, Flea was one of my like idols. So I love this song. I love the bass for it. I loved it. Parallel Universe, love this song too. It gave it more of a pop punk kind of feel, which is, you know, very 90s, very late 90s. It makes sense. There was vague metaphors in this one, and I actually enjoyed them very much. This song actually reminded me of Muse.
But this is way before Muse, isn't it?
Oh no, I think Muse
Well,
started
it's
right about
99
then.
at this point.
Yeah, Muse started right about then. So that's what it reminded me of. So getting into Scar Tissue, I know this was a radio song. It plays on the radio a lot, and that brings about a lot of nostalgia back to me, like radio nostalgia. I always rocked out to this song. I always loved it. I knew the lyrics to it, but I never stopped to actually like dissect the lyrics and think about them. And this one has a lot of darker themes than I had originally realized. Even though I knew the lyrics and like sing along to it every time it came on the radio, I never stopped to like actually think about how dark this song is. And I enjoyed it, frankly. So, other side.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say also that Scar Tissue, forgot to mention, has a shot at Dave Navarro when they talk about sarcastic Mr. Know-It-All. That's about Dave Navarro. So that kind of lets you know a little bit, like, okay.
They did not enjoy working with him.
No,
I don't think he enjoyed working with them either. So I think it was mutual.
Yeah.
All right. So Other Side. I remember hearing Other Side from somewhere, but not the radio. So it's like nostalgic, but not the radio. And I can't remember where I first heard it or where I heard it from. But I'm always a fan of dark lyrics, and that's what this one has. It has dark emo lyrics, and I love that shit. So Other Side's a top song for me. Get On Top feels more like their early stuff. It's high energy. It gives no fucks. It's like it's back to their like, oh yeah, party shit, you know. And I get that. We need to have a few of those songs on every album because that's Peppers, the party shit. Californication brings back a lot of nostalgia for me again. I think the metaphors are much better. It's better writing. It's slow. It's simple. It's better instrumentally. It feels like a love-hate song to California. Like, he loves California, but he hates California. Like, it's done things. And it's reminiscent of America from, like, Rammstein. It's like it's not a love song. That's kind of how I feel like Californication is. It's not a love song. It's a hate song, but it sounds like a love song. And I feel like this was the epitome of the lyrics that they wanted from the beginning and never quite got, you know? Like, this is the pinnacle of what they were reaching for and couldn't quite get before. Easily is kind of generic. It doesn't stand out as good or bad to me. Porcelain sounds like a sad love song or like a lullaby. There's a lot of emotion in it. I know it was written about a woman that he had met that was just on a lot of drugs. She had a kid, and it was like he was trying to compare the dichotomy of like her being strung out and the kid being full of like a young child, you know. And I get where he's coming from. And it does. It sounds like kind of a love song to her, like, but I don't know. It's kind of like lullaby-ish to me. Emmett Remus. The song, my takeaway from this is that his songwriting about women has drastically improved. Like, instead of being misogynistic bullshit, he's actually seeing the value in women and treating them as like another human being instead of like property or just something to fuck. You know what I mean? Like, it's improved a bunch. I like Dirt. I feel like that's like back to the roots. It's the sexual innuendos, funky energy. I really enjoyed. I like Dirt, even though it's kind of a stupid song. Velvet Glove feels like honesty over regret. Like, they regret their past, not all of it, but they have regrets, and they're coming clean about it. And that's kind of what I got from this song. That was the vibe. Savior kind of feels like a thank you letter to someone. I'm not sure who. I did write a note to look into the backstory for this one, and then I didn't because I forgot. But it does feel like this one was kind of a thank you letter to somebody that had helped them through a dark time. Obviously, Savior. Then the title alone, that kind of gives it away. Purple Stain, vulgarity is still there from the early albums, but it's less of a slap in the face. I like the funk roots. I like the new melodic sound. A lot more focus on instrumentals than lyrics, which is good. It's really good for them. Right on Time. I love the energy. I love the bass. And the song was kind of an earworm for me. Like, I was singing it later. It got stuck in my head. And Road Trippin', I felt like was a really good, like, ending song. For me, it felt like cowboys riding off into the sunset, which is exactly how you want to end an album, right? Like,
Yep.
And that was the vibe I got from this one. So yeah, that was about it. I did listen to like the bonus tracks. I don't know if I had anything on those really.
Okay. Whew. All right, Tim. You're up.
Hi, how's it going?
Welcome back, even though we didn't know you
Thanks.
left.
Yeah, I can tell. So much like Jason, I also was taking road trips in '99, and I actually, like, my story there is I went to Atlanta to see Mr. Bungle, and in the first part of 2000, so this album was out, as was the Mr. Bungle album, and on our way to see Mr. Bungle, I wasn't driving, so I didn't have control. And we ended up listening to this album the entire time, going there and back. So I've definitely heard it. Yeah, okay, so around the world, like, yeah, I'll say, I think this is their best opener in the discography. I also think that the chorus is weak, and it takes away from the song. Otherwise, it's cool, but that chorus is just, like, the song starts out with so much energy, and they get to that chorus and it just dies. Parallel Universe, I love that song. That's one of the highlights on the album for me. Top song contender. Scar Tissue. I really like Frusciante's background vocals, but otherwise it's a pass. Other side, I really like the bridge. Gets a little funky, gets a little energy, like some cool guitar chords going on. It's cool. But otherwise, the song's kind of repetitive. I like Get on Top. As everybody has said, it's fun. It's funky. It's right where it needed to be in the album sequencing.
I agree with that. Yeah.
The title track. I mean, it's decent. Like I can listen to it. It's not my favorite, but yeah, like Jason, I won't hate on it. Easily's really good. I like that one a lot. Porcelain, I will hate on. That is not only the lowest point on this album. I mean, it's in competition for the lowest point in this whole discography. That song is boring. And thank God it's followed up by Emmett Remus, which is my high point of the album. Like it's kind of a sleeper buried track, but man, it's really good. The little bass intro is great. The little guitar harmonies during the chorus are great. And if anybody didn't know, the woman in question on that one is I can't remember which Spice Girl it was, but it's the one married to David Beckham now. I like Dirt. You're right. It's a dumb song. It's also super fun, and I don't mind it at all. This Velvet Glove's okay. It's just there. Savior, same. Like those two kind of fly by. Purple Stain, I really like. That song's really funky. And I really like Right on Time as well. And Road Trippin' is kind of a skipper for me. And then for the B-sides, I won't go into all of those. I'll just say that How Strong is a top song contender. The guitar solo that closes that out is one of Frusciante's best. And it's a fun one.
All right. All over the place here with Californication.
Yeah.
Thank God I'm not guessing this one.
We're back to Ed guessing.
Good luck.
Godspeed.
All right.
We've seen this fine cold.
Well, for me, I'm going to put it at number 1, I think.
Not a surprise.
Damn,
No,
taking the easy way out.
It's by far, I think, one of my favorite albums by them.
All right.
Out of Fame 2.
Jason, I'm going to put this one at your number 3.
You got it.
Okay, cool. Tim, I'm going to put this one at your number 5.
You got it.
Dang.
All right.
Damn.
You're good.
Ed's on a roll.
Next, let's see, Bill. I'm going to put down this on your number 3.
That one I have to look up quick. Hold on.
Unscripted show, guys. Unscripted show. While he's looking that up, be sure to like and subscribe.
Oh,
That's
I
all
forgot. On the
right.
B-sides on that one, it's the Quixote one. I liked that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I got Uplift at number 3 currently, right? Yeah. It would be my number 3, yeah.
Damn.
All right. And Hannah, I'm going to say, I'm just taking a blind shot here, but you seem to really enjoy it. So I'm going to say you put it at your number 2.
Ooh, it is.
Holy shit, he got them all.
Nice.
Damn.
I did really enjoy this one.
Yeah.
My notes,
Alright.
my final notes say, I think it's the most overrated Peppers record. I think it has
Ooh, I know there's going to be one I'm going to take that title from.
I would want to say it's overrated, but like,
I think
Good.
I
there's
think
some
it's
bad
good.
shit in here. So.
well,
There's
yeah,
an
there is
old
some
one.
bad shit, but that bad shit is not overrated. This one, I think half of it's really fucking good, some of the best shit they've ever done, but then the other half is like, it's boring.
And honestly, it's probably the best stuff. I know what you're talking about. It's not just that they've ever done. I think it hit a peak in their sound. Like they have tried. Anyways, just to kind of
Yeah,
fast
they
forward,
finally.
I think
there's
Yeah.
there's a balance of Flea and John writing together
Uh-huh.
that just
Yeah.
works.
Like
And
Yeah.
Anthony and his song and his lyric writing and like his metaphors that he was always trying to like get.
Mhm.
This was the culmination of that. This was he finally like grabbed it. He finally got the lyrics. He finally got the metaphors. They finally made sense. Everything that he was doing from the first song of the first album, where he was trying to like grab that, this is where he finally caught it.
Oh yeah.
That was my
No,
take.
it's fantastic work.
all right, that's interesting. We are all over the place right now. No,
That's
nothing
why we
lines
wanted
up.
the free for all for this one, because I
Yeah.
knew it would be.
Stick around. We're talking. We actually get another Frusciante record next with By the Way. So stick around for that. Like, subscribe, be safe, and make great decisions.
Not good ones. Great.